Welcome back to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. To be part of our super community and find out more about Eliances, visit www.Eliances.com. Now, back to our super host, David Kogan, founder of Eliances.
Fantastic things going. We just had the CEO of Vonage, the billion-dollar company with more than 1,800 employees. Just incredible things, and thank you for the feedback we continue to get from Peter Engel, who is the producer of Saved by the Bell, and also the producer of the Jobs movie. We're still getting feedback from that, so keep it coming, but it just keeps getting better. We have producer and executive producer of reality TV queen, best known for her work on Jersey Shore, Salsano, Salsano, and you could reach her at 495productions.com. Current production is Love Blows. Patty Stanger, who's also on with us, best known as Millionaire Matchmaker, phenomenal show, is serving as the executive producer of the show. So, Patty, let's get started with you. What is the show all about? And then maybe, Sally Ann, you can jump in and help us of why you decided to even create this.
Basically, I work with a lot of matchmakers across the world, not just in the country. And Lisa was a good friend of mine. She used to fix me up, and we used to share leads together. And what I didn't really know that she came from this dysfunctional, crazy, out-of-the-box family. And when she was describing her life to me, I was like, that's a reality show, which it really is. And it's something you've never seen before. We've never, pierced the veil and shown you behind the scenes of what it's like to be a matchmaker. Then again, what it's like to work with your ex-husband, who cheated on you with your best friend, who's the office manager, and then you have your two kids in the office all running this crazy business, which is the number one matchmaking business in Chicago.
Incredible. And Sally Ann, and how did this all come to be, too, on your side? Give us some input.
Well, Patty is Patty, and like you, I did watch every single episode of her show when it was on Bravo, and when she went over to We, one of the things was she had this project. She has a new show on We, $1 Million Matchmaker, which is on right before this on Friday nights, and what happened was she had found this family. So the people at We were like, hey, have you ever met Patty, and take a look at this? We might want to do like a little bit of a pilot. And then what happened was I looked at it, I met with Patty, and I was like, I think that forget the pilot, this is a full-on show. These guys are great. And I think, like, the dynamic, if you think about it, their job is to find love, and yet all of their lives have fallen apart because of their own, love issues, and they're just focused on making everyone else happy. So you have a husband and a wife who broke up because the woman in the office had an affair with the husband. And now all of them run this business together with the grown-up kids, and it's all about love. And in a way, it kind of shows what the world is like today. So many people are divorced and getting along and raising families together, but this one happens to still run a business together. And I think it is just as crazy behind the scenes. And then the success stories of who they're setting up is unbelievable.
I can only imagine. Now, where can we go about watching it? Where can our viewers watch it?
You can watch it on WeTV Friday night. I start at 9, okay, and then Love Low starts at 10. So MDM is at 9 and 10, and obviously Central Standard Time, we're an hour earlier. So you can watch it there.
Yeah, and MDM stands for $1 Million Matchmaker, and that's Friday night on We.
Now, so $1 Million Matchmaker goes first, which is we've been on the air for quite some time. It's our second season. And then we lead Love Blows In, which is going to be really great because there's a connector to it, similar to Beverly Hills Housewives and Vanderpump. You'll just keep watching, and it'll be really exciting because we're going to transition really gently to you so you can see how both of us get along and work together. And this is a real thing. A lot of reality TV is all faked out. I'm not going to lie to you, okay? We are the real deal. My company's been in business for 25 years. Lisa's been in business for 1 million years, as long as I have, actually. And, we're real matchmakers. You're going to really see what Lisa goes through on a daily basis. So a lot of people call me up and they go, I want to be a matchmaker. How do I become a matchmaker? This is the show to watch for that, because not only is there crazy, kooky antics going on, there's also, like, learning the business side, which is very interesting, by the way. They always say that, we're considered in the sex family, although we're legal sex, that's never going to go out of business. Drug, sex, rock and roll, right? And we basically show you what the inside workings and the mechanics of how do you start a matchmaking service? How do you stay alive for that many years with the apps? the apps are trying to drive us out of business. It's a very interesting time for us. But then again, personalized attention is where it's at.
Incredible. And you're listening to Eliances Heroes with me, David Kogan. Be a hero. Go to where entrepreneurs align and be part of the community. Go to Eliances.com. That's Eliances.com. And we have with us the creator of Love Blows, Snoop and Martha's Dinner Party, and so many MTV shows, including Jersey Shore, Salsano, who could be reached at 495 Productions. And we also have the millionaire matchmaker herself, executive producer for Love Blows, Patty Stanger, who's CEO, Millionaire Club International. And to both of you, really, narrow it down. What is the secret to love?
I think honesty. I think the secret is, like, you got to, and Patty will talk about how to match it up. But to me, I think it's honesty, and you don't know till you meet face to face. And that's why the apps and everything are great, but it's a numbers game. And I think that when you're working with someone like Patty or the family on Love Blows, it's like they've met the person, they've vetted the person, they've met you, and then they use their magic to put it together. I just shoot it.
Is there a such thing as
Sally-Ann's like a genius, okay? Like when Jersey Shore came out of nowhere and kicked the hills to the street, she actually has this style that lets you in this voyeuristic world of reality. And that was the reason I really wanted to work with her, because she really understood people. You couldn't have created this show. I mean, the show is like, if you were going to go out and cast it, it wouldn't have worked. This is a real family business with crazy, kooky, out-of-the-box characters that just bring their own. And, for those in Chicago, I actually shot the show for 3 weeks last summer, and I fell madly in love with this city. I only used to go there in the winter and freeze my buns off, and then I got to see it in the summer, and I was like, oh, my God, this is the most gorgeous city in the world. So we show you, this city that at its finest. It's beautiful. And Chicago doesn't have its own reality show right now. It's really exciting. They have scripted, but they don't have reality. This is really beautifully, tastefully done, but at the same time, the story is going to make you glued. When that 42 minutes are up, you're going to be begging for next week's episode.
Oh, I love it. I can't wait to see. So tell me, too, is there such thing as love at first sight, or is it something that just takes time to develop?
Well, there's two ways to look at it. I'm very metaphysical, and some people think it's past life at first sight. You've had past lives of this person. You recognize them. Other times it's pheromones. The biology tells us it's the pheromones. It's a scent and a smell that the neurotransmitter triggers the brain to say, oh, I'm in love. So it's a strong shot of dopamine. That's what they say. And if it's equal, both sides of the street, it's not unrequited. One person falls in love with the person, and the other person doesn't fall in love with them, and it's equal. It's a double shot of dopamine.
Sally Ann, how did you get started with being the founder of 495 Productions, which people could reach you at by going to 495productions.com or, of course, Eliances.com, where we'll have the link. How did you get involved in creating it?
You know what? I was a television producer. It was my first job, out of college. I worked at the Sally Jesse Raphael show and, spent many years working at other production companies. And eventually I took everything that I learned and kind of rolled the dice and said, let's go try this. And we did. And, one of our first shows was an HGTV design show called Design Star. And then we did a show for MTV called A Shot at Love. With Tila Tequila, and then from there, it just kind of took off. It was the #1 show on MTV until Jersey came along and beat that. So I don't know why. I think I watch so much reality TV. I'm a huge fan of it. So I'm one of those people, I think much like Patty, who is lucky enough to have a job doing something that they love so much. Like, it's just what we like to do regardless, and we found a way to make a living out of it.
Excellent. Wow. Phenomenal. What you both are doing is truly incredible. Well, wonderful having you both on the show and stuff of that. Again, you could reach Sally Ann Salsano by going to 495productions.com. You can reach Patty Stanger by going to wettv.com. That's WEWeTV.com. That's WETV.com. David Kogan with Eliances. And when we return, wait till you hear what our next hero is doing. Absolutely incredible with $1 billion+ company.